That we can all create in data, art, identity. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Tableau Conference. Hello.
TC22, give it up for Tableau's tech evangelist, host of Iron Viz, and the person who literally wrote the book on dashboard. It is Andy Patrick.
Tableau Conference 2022. Let's hear the energy in the room. Come on. That is not bad energy, but I think you can all do better than that. Let me hear a cheer from the analysts in the audience. Pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Let me hear it for our international data fam. Yes. That was good down the front. I like the cheers. All right, now, how about the people who thought they just walked into a Cirque du Soleil show? Not many. That's good. You are here to rock for the Tableau Conference, right? Yes. Okay, I want to take a couple of minutes to show some appreciation for the people who make the data fam the best in the world. If you are one of these people, I want you to stand up and bask in a huge cheer from everybody. Please stand if you are a Tableau visionary. Stay standing, stay standing. These are the people that push our product to the very frontiers of existence. Now, stand up if you are a Tableau ambassador. Let me see. Thank you. These are the people that build the biggest and best data fam in the world. And finally, stay standing. And finally, stand up if you love data. You love data. You in the back love data. You in the back love data. Do you love data? You all love data. That's it. Okay. Tableau family across the world. Put your hands together in the biggest cheer you can muster for my friend and my Tableau colleague. Give it up for Wong. TC22 makes some grab our faith and Tableau way, change the world with data. Yeah! So now it's time for some fun. My friends over here,
mis amigos aquí,
they're going to tell you the name
les
of the
van a
biz,
decir
and I want
el
you and
nombre
me to
del
scream the
biz
word
y quiero que ustedes
data.
griten la palabra
They'll
data.
say the biz, you
Ellos
say
van a decir
data.
this
Get it?
y
You get
ustedes
it?
van a
Let's
decir
practice,
data.
okay?
Vamos a
I'm gonna say biz
practicar.
and you're gonna
Yo
say
digo
what?
this y ustedes dicen.
Let's try
Okay,
that again.
vamos a probar otra vez.
Viz,
This,
Viz,
this,
Viz.
this.
I think they're ready.
Okay, creo que están
You
listos.
guys ready?
¿Están listos?
Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Marimekko, data after whisker, data, Stephen Lee, data, Boss Block, data, Sandy, data, Scott, data, go, data, let's all data.
Ladies and
Damas
gentlemen,
y caballeros,
we are live.
estamos en
Welcome
vivo.
to Tableau
Bienvenidos
Conference
a la conferencia Tableau
2022.
2022.
Destination data.
Oh, en lugar del destino para los datos. Estamos tan emocionados que nuestros caminos se han cruzado y por todo el mundo tenemos un evento maravilloso planeado para ustedes. Oh, sí. Vamos a hacer que esto salga de todas las gráficas. Y bueno, no queremos gráficas de
So,
pie.
ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure
Es
to
un
introduce to
placer
you
presentarles
the one,
al
the only
único,
Tableau president
al
and
presidente de
CEO,
Tableau y
Mark Nelson.
Awesome.
Oh, maravilloso.
Welcome to Tableau
Bienvenidos a la
Conference
conferencia Tableau
2022. Are you
2022.
excited
¿Están
to be here?
emocionados de estar
It
aquí?
is amazing.
Es
We are
increíble.
here
Estamos
because
aquí
TC
porque
has always been
TC
the
siempre ha
biggest data
sido
event of the year.
el mejor
But
evento
this
de
year
datos del año, pero
is
este
the
año
biggest
es el
data
más,
reunion
la
of
reunión
the
más
year.
grande de datos del año.
Welcome home, data fam,
Bienvenidos a
because
casa,
it has
fam.
been way too long.
Ha sido
And the
mucho
reconnections
tiempo
that have
y las
already happened
conexiones que
are
estamos
amazing.
llegando a cabo
I
son
walked around the
maravillosas.
conference
Caminé
center
por
for a
el
few
centro de
hours last
conferencias
night.
por unas
I
horas
got more
ayer en la
selfies
noche
in 4
y
hours than I've
tuve más
had
selfies
in the last
en
4
4
years.
horas que en los
Because
últimos 4
this
años.
is what Tableau
Porque
Conference is
esto es
supposed
lo
to
que la
be.
conferencia Tableau
Tens of
es.
thousands of
10
data rock stars
miles
joining us
de
virtually around the
estrellas de
world.
rock que se han unido a través del mundo,
Live,
miles
in
en
person,
vivo, en
in Las
persona,
Vegas.
en Las Vegas.
So let's get
Así
to
es
it.
que vamos
We
a
have an
empezar.
amazing
Tenemos
conference
una conferencia
ahead.
maravillosa por
This
delante.
morning,
Esta
we're going to
mañana
have 3
vamos a tener
amazing
3
customer stories showing the
historias
value
increíbles
of
de nuestros
data.
clientes que
And we're
demuestran
going
el
to
valor
end
de los
this morning
datos. Y
with
vamos
the
a
always
terminar esta
fun,
mañana
fun and
con
feature-filled
la
devs on
diversión
stage.
de Devs on Stage. Los desarrolladores en el escenario.
And this afternoon,
Y
we
esta
have
tarde
mathematician and
tenemos a
award-winning
la
author,
matemática y
Hannah Fry,
autora
who's going to tell
Hannah
us about the
Fry,
difference
quien nos va a
between
hablar
being
acerca de la
data-driven
diferencia entre
and
ser
data
impulsado por los
informed.
datos y estar informado acerca de los datos.
Yes, hand
Sí,
out for Hannah
vamos a
Fry.
darle un aplauso
And
a
tomorrow,
Hannah
it is the
Fry. Y
ultimate
mañana
data
va a
visualization
ser
showdown, where only
el
one viz
mejor
can reign
display de
supreme.
visualización de
Viz
datos
is
y
back.
donde Iron Viz está de vuelta.
And throughout the
Y
week,
a
we
través
have
de la
nearly
semana tenemos
100
con más
breakout
de
and
100
training sessions.
talleres y sesiones de
Data Village is open.
capacitación.
I hope to see you out
La
there. We even have
ciudad de
morning
datos está
workouts. So if
abierta.
you want to
Tenemos talleres en la
join the
mañana,
data
así es que
run
si
crew,
quieren
we're going to be
correr,
in the lobby at
vamos a estar en el
5:30
lobby a
tomorrow
las
morning.
5:30 de la
And big shout out
mañana.
to Andy
Y
Kriebel and
definitivamente
Paul
Andy
Chapman
Kriebel
for
y
helping
Paul
us
Chapman por
organize.
ayudarnos a organizar esto.
We have a
Tenemos
great week
una
ahead.
semana maravillosa
None of
delante
which
de
would be
nosotros,
possible
ninguna de
if
las
it
cuales
weren't
sería
for our
posible
amazing sponsors,
si no fuese por nuestros
especially our
auspiciadores,
diamond sponsors,
especialmente nuestros
Interworks
auspiciadores
and
diamantes, que es Interworks and Snowflakes.
You made
Ustedes
TC22 a
hacen que
reality.
2022,
We're
TC
grateful for your
2022 sea una
support,
realidad.
and a
Gracias por
big
su apoyo.
thank you to
Y
you.
muchísimas gracias a
And a huge
ustedes.
thank
Y
you to
un
all of you,
agradecimiento a
our
todos
Tableau
ustedes,
community,
nuestra comunidad de
rock
Tableau,
stars,
estrellas de
visionaries,
rock, visionarios,
ambassadors.
embajadores.
You inspire
Ustedes
everything
inspiran
we
todo
do.
lo que
We
nosotros
are truly
hacemos.
grateful
Realmente estamos
for all of
agradecidos
you.
por todos
We're
ustedes.
blown away
Estamos
by the
totalmente
difference
impresionados
you
por la
make
diferencia
with
que ustedes
data.
hacen con los datos.
Let's take a look.
Vamos a ver esto.
That's fantastic.
You ready to get cracking?
If I go too long, you guys have like an air horn or something?
Let's go.
The Tableau community.
La comunidad de Tableau
Has been a life changer for me.
I mean, it really is kind of a rock and roll
me ha
culture.
cambiado la vida, es una cultura de rock, es interesante, agradable.
Makes me feel happy.
The Tableau community is my second family.
I live in Lagos, Nigeria.
Belgium,
China,
Tokyo,
Bangkok,
New Zealand.
Colombia. I'm located in Athens, Greece.
We're all in this together.
I can put a shout out on social and somebody always replies.
Shout out to all the moms who vids out there.
Shout out to the Workout Wednesday crew.
I gotta give a big shout out to him. Shout out to my sister Chantilly.
When you have questions,
Interesting ideas.
Like a really crazy hack.
There's a place for everything here.
People will publish their secret source.
It almost felt a bit like cheating. Just continuing to learn and share.
Being a student ambassador gave me the ability to teach and empower other students.
It's really important for me to be a mentor.
Taking time to help others grow.
I've continued to train people in Tableau.
I'm in a total new career now. I would never thought I could do that about the community. It's like a festival.
I've just got good friends in data places.
We invite everyone to join.
Join the community. Build your Tableau public profile.
Reach out to people.
take all the help you can get.
And have fun.
Thank you for always being there, Data Fam.
Future starts now. Go get it.
That was awesome. Good friends in data places. We love our data family so much. We see your passion for data, and it makes us hopeful. But we have a lot of work to do. Because we have a gap. We have a data gap. We know that 83% of CEOs want their organizations to be data-driven. And yet, only 30% of organizations actually believe they're getting to that state. And there are a lot of things that stand in our way. The data chaos of the ever-growing and ever-speeding up amount of data that is coming at us. The lack of data skills so that everyone can actually use data that's in front of them. The ability to get data cultures into every organization so you can really use that data. And of course, getting the right data tools in everyone's hands. And now is the time for data. Because we live in an ever-changing world. It's changing so fast and unpredictably. And data is the answer on how to navigate that world. But if we're going to do that, we have to close that gap. This is why we need data everywhere for everyone. And that's what we're going to talk about this morning. And as we look at all the work ahead of us to do that, we have a superpower, Salesforce. The last time we were together here in Vegas, we were announcing Tableau's acquisition by Salesforce. And whenever I'm asked about the combination of Salesforce and Tableau, I say the same thing. It's like chocolate and peanut butter. On their own, spectacular. Together, spectacular squared. I mean, think about it. The leader in analytics joining together with the #1 customer relationship management platform. It's almost too good to be true. And think about the communities that are involved. We have our 1 million strong data fam. Salesforce brings an even larger 16 million Trailblazer community to the party. We're thrilled to be bringing these communities together. But this relationship goes well beyond our amazing communities. It goes well beyond our amazing technologies. The key to this relationship is shared values. That's what makes the combination so special. Everything Salesforce does is guided by values. Trust in people, products, and customers. It's essential. Commitment to customer success, innovation, equality, sustainability. We could not be more aligned in what we stand for. For 23 years, Salesforce lived by the idea that business is the greatest platform for change. And you can see that in our actions. Over $500 million in grants. Add to that the Tableau Foundation and our Data for Good, $100 million in grants. 6.7 million volunteer hours by Salesforce employees. Over 50,000 organizations that are doing good in the world with Salesforce software. Shared values are a great foundation for any relationship. But when we thought about the product potential of these two companies coming together, that's when we got really excited. When Tableau joined Salesforce, everything, overnight, got bigger, faster, and more powerful. Start with the Salesforce Customer 360. Salesforce built its business on the idea that nothing is more valuable than the customer. It's a sacred relationship. Keeping great customer relationships today is harder than ever. There's more competition. There's higher customer expectations. With Customer 360, teams can unite around their customers. Across sales, service, marketing, commerce, connect with customers in whole new ways with the Customer 360. Now, every move your business makes results in a piece of data about your business and your customers. Sales opportunities, service case data, marketing campaigns, all of it. So if nothing is more valuable than customers, then data about those customers is the most priceless asset a business can have. And every one of those Customer 360 clouds is a gold mine of customer data. Tableau lets you unlock, see, understand, and act on that data and provide your business with a single source of truth. Together, we can solve problems in new ways. CRM Analytics brings a powerful analytics platform built right into the Customer 360. Built on top of that, we have solutions like Revenue Intelligence. It brings you deep understandings of your sales pipeline. Salesforce's Customer Data Platform provides you a single source of truth about your customer. Imagine the insights you can get on that data with the Tableau connector to the CDP. And with those insights, of course, you want to take action. That's why we've connected Tableau to Salesforce Flow with Tableau Actions. All right, so today, we're going to talk about data everywhere for everyone through 3 amazing customers. We're going to start with Jetblue, who's getting faster time to value and pushing its sustainability goals. We're going to talk about Standard Chartered Bank. They're here to talk about the value of building a data culture and how we can make work matter. And we'll share an inspiring story from Feeding America that shows the power to do more with data. So let's get started. The world is changing quickly. The trick to making the most of data today is speed. Every business needs faster data access, faster time to value, faster innovation. The last 2 years have seen a dramatic acceleration to the cloud to feed that need for speed. Data, infrastructure, everything is moving to the cloud, including analytics. Massive enterprise customers are transitioning. Nearly 70% of new customers start their analytics journey in the cloud because they know the cloud is the fastest way to get value. We want everyone to get faster value. That's why I'm absolutely thrilled to announce Tableau Online is now Tableau Cloud. And Tableau Cloud is available today. And we've got some exciting new features to share. We've got more than 100+ accelerators that will be available on the Tableau Exchange. Soon, you'll be able to, And soon, you'll be able to access, search, and launch accelerators directly from within Tableau, meaning that anyone in nearly any industry can plug in their data into pre-built dashboards and be up and running with value immediately. For large enterprise customers running Tableau Cloud at scale, we're bringing more flexibility and control with advanced management capabilities. This will provide richer data preparation, better governance, tighter security, and easier ways to share. We want to make it easier for everyone to collaborate. So we're going to put data right at the center of every conversation by joining together Tableau Cloud and Slack into an enterprise bundle. To help kick off Tableau Cloud, we're also excited to announce an extended trial program. We're also expanding our strategic partnership with Snowflake by offering free credits. We'll make these programs available over the next few weeks. Now, I want to share a story from a Tableau Cloud customer. And it's hard to imagine a better customer to share experience from the cloud than Jetblue. Jetblue is using Tableau Cloud to get better speed to value.
You don't really have the
Take a look.
ability to provide a great experience to your customers.
Here at JetBlue, we believe we can provide an experience that puts the customer first.
Everyone has to fly, everyone has to commute, everyone has to, travel for business. But we want our customers to love flying JetBlue.
We want air travel to feel exciting.
Airlines are this incredibly complex system. You have a lot of moving pieces and a lot of variables.
One of the challenges with an industry as complex as ours is there is no lack or shortage of data.
You have data coming off the aircraft, you have data coming off the flight planning system, you have data coming off the fueling truck, coming out of the cockpit, coming out of the airports.
We have data coming out of our ears. It's impossible to always have your eyes everywhere you need them to be.
Tableau Cloud has been tremendous for us. When you can see and understand your data, you start seeing and understanding your problems.
It allows our leaders to have greater visibility. Decisions come faster, and communication flow is quicker.
In my role, to have a bird's eye view of a variety of different metrics around the business and to help me know where I need to focus, it's really incredibly important.
We can help lead the way to a lower carbon future of aviation, but it starts from very real action and commitment from ourselves.
Take fuel consumption, for example. It's a problem for every airline.
When we use less fuel, we save money as a company, but that is also great for the environment, and we run a more sustainable airline, so it's a win-win. We have been able to use Tableau Cloud to develop a set of fuel dashboards that have given us so many insights.
Now we can identify which flights are blocking out overfueled, and we can really start addressing the problem.
The data itself just opens up so many doors.
The e-commerce dashboard helps me understand what our booking rates are, what our conversion rates are. I can see the trends, I can compare them to 30 days ago. It's definitely made a difference to our bottom line.
I see Tableau unlocking a huge amount of data for the entire organization.
It gives us insights that we haven't had before, and it also allows us to offer this new level of transparency.
This is really going to change the game in Jetblue and upskill everybody. How do you put a price on that? That is like priceless to me as a person who tries to run a data organization.
We are definitely on our own cloud transformation journey, and we're really just scratching the surface.
Wow, it's so amazing to see the impact Tableau Cloud is having at JetBlue. Now, to walk through some of the exciting new features in Tableau Cloud, please welcome Alex Caldwell-Wedman.
Thanks, Mark. I'm Alex. I'm a director of product, and I'm super excited to share with you today how easy it is to get started with Tableau Cloud. Tableau Cloud is the best of Tableau, fully hosted in the cloud. It allows your teams to share data and to collaborate, and it's always up to date on the latest version of Tableau, so you're going to get access to the latest and greatest innovations as soon as they're available. And you can get up and running in minutes. Like you just heard from JetBlue, getting started with Tableau Cloud is incredibly easy. In fact, I'm going to show you how right now with Accelerators. Accelerators accelerate your time to value with pre-built dashboards. In Tableau Cloud, we have accelerators for your most common data sources, such as Salesforce, Eloqua, Marketo, and more. And we have hundreds of additional accelerators in the Exchange. Rapidly build out robust dashboards tailored to your use case and your industry. Accelerators are incredibly easy to use. All you have to do is download them and go, making it easy to go from an accelerator to a fully built-out dashboard in Tableau Cloud using your own data in moments. But that's not all. Tableau Cloud is a great way to share data securely with your teams and with your authenticated customers. But what if I want to share data externally with the public? What if I want to share it with the world? Well, Tableau Cloud is helping with that too, with the ability to share publicly. JetBlue shared how invested they are in championing sustainability programs. Using their data from Net Zero Cloud and the Environmental, Social, and Governance Impact Accelerator that we looked at earlier, they were able to easily create this dashboard so that they can share their environmental impact data. And they want to share it with their customers, their shareholders, and the public. So let's take a look and make sure that this dashboard is ready to go. And it looks good. And now we're going to confirm that we're ready to share it with the public. And embedding my dashboards with Tableau Cloud is easy and intuitive. I'm even given the code that I need to embed this on my public-facing site. And I can embed it anywhere I want. It could be a portal, it could be a website, it could be a wiki. Jetblue is using Salesforce Experience Cloud. So let's take a look. Here, Jetblue has shared out their environmental impact dashboard, and they've also added information about how their customers can use their True Blue points to make charitable donations, in case they're looking for even more ways to give back. You've just seen how Tableau Cloud makes it easy to create, share, and embed your dashboards. But it's not just about ease. It's also scaled for enterprise. To tell you more, I'd like to introduce my partner in crime and the person who approves my expense reports, Kitty Chu.
Thanks, Alex. I'm Kitty Chu, Vice President of Product, and I'm so excited to be here today. You just heard from Alex about how quickly anyone can get started in Tableau Cloud. But when you have more people, when you have more data, and when you have more insights, you need the fastest and most secure way to bring all those moving parts together. We are making it easy for administrators to manage Tableau Cloud at enterprise scale with better security, more compliance, and better governance. Customers have been asking us for the ability to have sites in Tableau Cloud so that they can manage security and content more easily. Well, we listened, and I'm thrilled to be introducing multi-site management for Tableau Cloud. Let's take a look. Here, imagine that I'm the administrator for JetBlue's Tableau Cloud deployment. Right from the Tableau Cloud homepage, I can navigate to manage sites. And I'm taken to a summary view of all the sites in my Tableau Cloud deployment. Tableau adoption has been really taking off in JetBlue. In fact, my suppliers team has just reached out to me, and they're interested in onboarding to Tableau. With Tableau Cloud, sites are your easy button for governance. And due to the nature of supplier contracts, I want to create a new dedicated site for them. Well, I can do that right from this experience. I just type in the name of the site, and I select a location. I can pick from any region globally, but since my suppliers are based out of the East Coast, I'm going to pick the US East region. And just like that, I was able to create a new site in my Tableau Cloud. We also recognize that trust is foundational to Tableau Cloud. All your content in Tableau Cloud is automatically encrypted. However, some customers want an extra level of control when it comes to managing how their data is encrypted. Let's look at how we set this up for the new supplier site that I just created. Here, I navigated to the site settings page, and I see that there's an option to enable extract encryption. With just a few clicks, I've now enabled an extra layer of security for all extracts on this site. And once the encryption key is created, I have full control as an administrator over managing and rotating this encryption key. Customer-managed encryption keys and more will be part of our new advanced management offering coming later this year. But wait, there's more. As an administrator, it's so important for me to be able to see and understand data about how Tableau is being used in my organization so I can help drive adoption or diagnose issues. With Tableau Server, administrators have access to the Postgres repository, which gives them all the metadata about how Tableau Server is being used so they can understand Tableau Server performance. Well, with Tableau Cloud, we are providing you that same data via Admin Insights. Admin Insights comes with every Tableau Cloud site. It is a set of published data sources and a starter workbook. This is Tableau on Tableau. We are using Tableau to understand the usage of your Tableau deployment. Let's drill in and take a look. Here, I see an at-a-glance view of the overall health of my Tableau Cloud site. I can see that most of my seats are assigned, and I've still got plenty of space to grow. So things are looking pretty healthy. But what I'm really interested in is understanding adoption. What views are people on my site accessing? So let's drill in. Here, I see the traffic to my site. Interesting. I see that there was a spike in traffic on April 24th, and I'm curious what's been driving that traffic. Let's click in and take a look. It looks like it's coming from the Jetblue ESG dashboard that Alex just published. It must be the environmental and social governance impact dashboard that she shared publicly, and it's really taking off. You know what? I'm going to have to invite Alex to our next Jetblue internal user groups meeting so she can share her best practices and tips and tricks. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. All these dashboards are built on published data sources, which means you can customize and explore this data however you want. And we are continuously expanding admin insights with more dashboards and data sources so you can answer more questions. Tableau Cloud administrators will now have the tools and data they need to fully manage, secure, and govern their Tableau Cloud deployment at enterprise scale. Back to you, Mark.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex and Kitty. Great stuff. So we've shown you how you can move faster. Now let's talk about how we can make data make work matter. CEOs and others are really concerned today about attracting and retaining talent. Over the last couple of years, we've been all examining the work that we do and why we do it. People want their work to matter. They want it to have meaning. And data can certainly help us figure out what a good employee experience looks like. But we have to realize that data doesn't just point us toward the answer. Data is the answer. In fact, almost 80% of employees said that they'd be more likely to stick around if their company offers data training. Because think about what you're really offering. It's not just data skills. You're fostering creativity. You're helping everyone grow and learn and grow in their jobs. You're giving people an opportunity to take an active role in what they do. The future of work is data-driven. Teaching data skills is key to helping everyone to be fulfilled in what they do every day. Now, let's hear from a Tableau customer that's established a truly inspiring data culture, one that has revolutionized how the company uses and interacts with data. Standard Chartered Bank is a global financial leader that has more than 87,000 employees. Its executive director and chief product owner has been driving what he calls their YouTube for data. It's gotten more than 3 million views. Here, all the way from Singapore, please welcome Sandeep Biswa. Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us here today, Sandeep. Thanks for coming all the long way, and I hope that you've gotten used to the Vegas time zone by now.
Yeah.
So, welcome to TC. So let's lead this off by talk a little bit about what data means to Standard Chartered and why it's important to the bank.
Thank you so much, Mark, for the welcome. Such an honor and pleasure to be here at TC 22. Before I answer the question, I would say Tableau Conference is one of the most meaningful conference for the data people. It is a big enabler and accelerator, and one can go ahead by 1 or 2 years just by attending this 3-day event. I have benefited a lot from the past, but learning from other customers of Tableau and from experts and best practices. So it's a great event and such a pleasure to be here. Now, coming to the question, there's a popular phrase, data is the new oil. But I would say data is water and oxygen. It is very critical for businesses to survive and thrive. It helps to make better decisions faster. It helps to understand the past and predict the future. Now, if I talk about Standard Chartered Bank, it is in our DNA. It is like bank manages a lot of risk, credit risk, operational risk, fraud risk. So it is a critical enabler for doing data like risk management. It helps in business development and client experience. It also helps in improving our productivity. It is enabling our sustainability and net zero objectives as well. And it is a critical enabler for overall performance management of the bank. And we have gone a step ahead. We are giving analytics to our clients as well so that they can succeed. We are providing them working capital analytics and all of that. So it's really important for Standard Chartered Bank. It accelerates business outcomes, manage risk, good for environment, improving our objectives of environment. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for that. I love that line that data is like air and water. It's so much better for a sustainable future than oil. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about how did you build a data-backed platform and a data practice to meet all those goals?
Yeah, that's a great question. Like, as I just explained why data is critical for the bank. Now the question is how to make it simple, accessible to all at scale and speed so that everyone in the organization can make better decisions faster. So we built up our analytics platform on Tableau. We rolled it out across geographies and multiple functions. We scaled it from 100 users to 10,000 users in 4 years. Yeah. So, and one of the most important thing was around democratizing analytics, right? We wanted to give it in the hands of the people who understand businesses, who understand processes. So we did a lot of work on data literacy and data skills. And the platform is like a YouTube of analytics where people can come and create content, like analytics content, publish it, and people can consume content as well, right? So data is growing exponentially, and you need a platform which can basically grow as well. And you need to think like a YouTube kind of a platform. So Tableau, for us, is very simple to use, and it has clearly lowered the bars to analytics, right? And people have benefited a lot from this, this whole upskilling program. People have changed roles as well. So now, in the last 4 years, we have built more than maybe 1,000+ dashboards, and everything, anything is available on our platform today. So,
yeah. That's awesome. It's amazing to hear how you've scaled, and obviously it resonates with the audience. It's something for us all to strive for. So, as we've talked about this, you've said the solution is inside the box. Maybe you want to explain what that means.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. I would like to reiterate the solution is inside the box. So the context is like we constantly hear that we don't have enough data people. We don't have data people, engineers in the organization. But if you look in the organization, we have thousands of people who are passionate, who have business expertise, who are eager to learn. So the question is, how to make our people the data people? The solution is inside the box. We have people in the organization, right? So I would like to recommend that empower your workforce with data skills. Don't stop at that. Give them tools like Tableau, which has lowered the bar for entry. And giving analytics tools in the hands of the end users is going to be enormously beneficial for the organizations.
That's awesome, Sandeep. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Mark. So I'm here for next 2-3 days, so if you want to have a chat, like I'm available as well. So
awesome.
Thanks,
well, enjoy your time here at TC. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much to him. It's such a good example of the difference that a strong data culture can make. And another great reminder why it's so important that every employee has data skills. Now, 6 months ago, we announced our pledge to teach data skills to 10 million people in 5 years. This was both our commitment to bridge the data literacy gap and a call to action for everyone who believes in the power of data. The response has been overwhelming. 39 universities have joined us. Partners like Snowflake, Pathstream, and Coursera have committed time and resources. You can feel the momentum building. If you want to join us, come to the Data Village and sign up for our Pledge for Data, and help us make data available everywhere and for everyone. Awesome. Now next, to talk about how to do more with data, please welcome our Chief Product Officer, Francois Agenstadt.
Woo! Hello, TC. It is so great to be here. I have missed this so much, and I've missed you so much more. It kind of, believe it or not, this is actually my 11th Tableau Conference. Oh, yeah. And it kind of blows my mind to think how far we've come together. You know, this entire data family, we've achieved so much together. Not only is this the time for data, it's the time for all of us. And the data revolution is on. And every single one of us, every single one of you, you have a front row seat to this revolution. So let's think back to the earliest days of the revolution and the earliest days of Tableau. Data was an underground thing. Only a very small number of people were using data. But those who did, they absolutely loved it. And when Tableau arrived, it sparked a movement. And a little community with a shared passion took shape. Data was punk rock. It was the Clash, the Ramones, the Sex Pistols. And the community that formed around data, that's all of you. Our punk rock data rock stars. Oh, yeah. Now, when we started Tableau, our goal was to get data in front of as many people as possible because we knew that data deserved a bigger audience. So what did we do? We took data out of the underground, we took it out of the dark little clubs, and we put it on the biggest stages in the world. And now, I mean, look around you. Look at where we are. Tableau Conference, it's a rock concert. There's literally a rock band right over there. Punk rock has arrived, and this is our time. This is the time for data. Uh-oh. But I've got to be honest. For 15-year-old Francois, that's really me. And somebody's going to have to figure out why those cow slippers. No freaking clue. But for 15-year-old Francois, I was a punk-loving kid who, more than anything in the world, I wanted to be a rock star. Well, right now, this is a dream come true. I'm now a data rock star. And we're on this giant stage surrounded by my fellow rock stars. So thank you. And together, we're making incredible music. And together, we're using data to build a better world. And seeing how customers like you are using data to make a difference, well, that's what motivates us every day. It's why we keep on innovating. It's why we build more capabilities in our product to help you. Because the impact you have with data is truly inspiring. And that's why I love talking to customers every single day. And I love hearing how Tableau has shaped your careers, has changed your organizations, and has changed our communities. Data is truly a force for good. And to show you that impact, I want to share a customer story that's close to my heart, Feeding America. Roll a video, please.
Feeding America has an aspiration where every single person has access to the foods that they prefer and the foods that they need in order to live rich, full lives.
There is hunger in every single county in the United States, even the ones that you think are the wealthiest. There are folks that are in need of charitable food assistance. We're a network of 200 food banks, and those food banks work with a network of 60,000 partner agencies. We were using data that was a lot more static at the time, data that we were collecting quarterly or annually. The access to real-time data about the people that we're serving, it allows us to act in more real time to meet their needs.
Previous methods of tracking the number of people we were serving each month is really archaic and old school way. Spreadsheets, things of that nature.
First, we need to understand where are our neighbors who are facing hunger so that we can be in the communities to serve them. We need to know what kinds of foods do they want and need in their daily lives, and are those the kinds of foods that we can provide? We can bring those two data sets together to say, where are we distributing the food, what kind of food are we distributing, and who are the people that are receiving that food. That really starts to tell a much more comprehensive picture about what food banks and their networks really do. And that's the kind of thing that we're able to do with that daily data, is make it more real and then react in real time.
What is beautiful about a partnership, like the partnership that we have with Tableau, is that it helps us to understand more deeply what it is that people do prefer. It helps us to understand what people need. It helps us to understand whom it is that we're serving all at once. Feeding America is here to build a movement, to catalyze a movement, to inspire this country to decide that food insecurity here is unacceptable. Data is helping us to do that.
Wasn't that amazing? I mean, that's such powerful stuff, and it shows really the impact it can have on our communities and the people all around us. And today we're honored and privileged to have Feeding America's Chief Operating Officer, Katie Fitzgerald. Katie, come on up.
Yeah.
Welcome to TC.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. It's great to be with all of you. It's fun listening to you backstage.
Awesome. Well, hey, Katie, I mean, that video is incredible, and you guys are going through a massive data transformation. Tell us a little bit about where you guys are and what you're doing.
Yeah, I can illustrate for you all how impactful the modernization of our data has been by asking you all to imagine what it would be like if you only had data on your customers every 4 years. Okay, this was our reality. We relied on a quadrennial survey of people experiencing hunger across the country and used that and extrapolated from that for years. And now with our Client Service Insights platform, we have data in real time on a daily basis to understand what people facing hunger need and want in communities all across the country.
That's really awesome. Now, Katie, as you've gone through this transformation, you're also going through a culture transformation. Tell us a little bit about the culture of data at Feeding America.
Yeah, so we really have to be thoughtful about how we bring a national network of 200 food banks and 60,000 community-based organizations along on this journey. And we did that by first building our platform with the people who are going to use it, nothing new to all of you, people who are working in food pantries and in soup kitchens and community-based organizations. And then we remove the barriers for their utilization of that platform. It's offered at no cost to them. Thank you to the Tableau Foundation and others, yay. And we provide grants and technical assistance to help them use it. And then the third piece is really important, which is making sure that data comes alive for them so that it's easy to see and understand. And again, the Tableau visualization makes that possible for people all across this country trying to do good.
Amazing, amazing. So what comes next? Where's data going at Feeding America?
Yeah, so we are in the throes of adoption, and we still have a lot of work to do. Like I said, we have a big network, and we cover every county in the United States, including Puerto Rico. So we're working really hard to make sure everyone is using this data. The second thing, though, is we can see already the power of predictive analytics for our ability to be able to anticipate where demand for food assistance may occur so we can get the right food to the right people at the right time. In our work, we like to say that we don't have a food scarcity problem in this country. We have a food access problem. And harnessing the power of data to be able to connect and see where food insecurity is and how to get food there is our greatest unlock.
I love that quote. That's really fantastic. Okay, one last question. What's one piece of advice you have for this community and the leaders all around us?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. Make data easy to understand for us non-data people. Keep it understandable. Allow it to be visualized so that we can get it into the hands of people who are, so many of you working with people who are making a difference in this world. That has been the gift that you all have given us, and we're so much better for it.
Well, thank you so much. Give it up for Katie Fitzgerald. Now, you know, when we hear stories like this, it's easy to see the difference that data can make. Yet, study after study after study have shown that less than 30% of people have access to data and BI technology. Think about that. That means that more than 70% of people don't have access. 70%. That's crazy. That means that the majority of people around the world, they aren't hearing the music like you and I. So how do we reach them? How do we reach the other 70% of people? Well, one way is to make data speak the language of people. Now, most people, they don't speak data. And the thought of exploring data, that's just terrifying. So what do? They turn to somebody else. They call their fellow analyst, a data rock star, to do the analysis for them. And that person will have to go in and explore the data and pull out the insights every single time. Have you ever done a monthly business review? It's basically what you're doing on behalf of the others. Now, for most analysts, that's a lot of work. That's tedious. It's time-consuming. Well, we want to simplify that. What if the software could write the story for you automatically and pull out those insights automatically? And that way, people could be able to use your data more effectively and reach more people. Because if we did that, if we enabled more people to use data, tens, even hundreds of millions of people around the world would finally be able to understand data and understand the why behind their business. Well, we think this is the next step in the data revolution, and it's what we've done with data stories for Tableau. Are you guys ready to see it? All right, let's bring out Katie Hughes to see data stories. There she is.
Thank you, Francois. Hi, everyone. I'm another Katie, and I am so excited to show you how the power of storytelling will help you enable more data rock stars across your organization. Let me show you how. Imagine you're an analyst at Feeding America. Your organization does incredible work across the country in the fight against hunger, and you want to show that off. However, even with a great dashboard like this, it's not always obvious to your stakeholders, and sometimes even you, what's important. Now, with data stories, all you need to do is drag and drop, choose the worksheet you want to better understand, confirm the data's all pulling in correctly, choose the story, and voila! You automatically have an approachable story so that any user can understand the so what behind their data. Without a single click, a user can quickly and easily see that the increase in the number of meals distributed over the last quarter was driven by Minnesota, New York, and Pennsylvania. Yeah. And the increase in Minnesota specifically was pretty significant at 31%. Now, as I focus to understand the trend over the past year, you will see the story dynamically updates. It's kind of like magic, isn't it? But it's clear the Minnesota food banks have been crushing it recently. But my next question is inevitably, do they have enough food to meet the needs of their communities? Filtering to Minnesota, I can easily assign a case in Service Cloud to ensure our Minnesota team is equipped to help the food banks match supply with demand. Well, there's a sound we all know and love. Slack has just alerted me that the case has successfully been created. And this was all directly in my Tableau dashboard. Just think how long this would have taken me without data stories. Spoiler alert, it's many, many hours. I've tried. But zooming back out, even though the stories are built automatically, they're also customizable. So I, as an analyst, can go into the settings and alter how the story communicates information. I can change the verbosity based on my audience, or change the number formatting based on my organization's preferences. I can tailor which analyses are included and update the confidence interval when relevant. Finally, I can alter the display, changing the default colors for highlighting good and bad changes, or bumping up the font in case you find yourself presenting in front of thousands like I am right now. You can now streamline the communication of data insights via automatic, dynamic, and customizable stories that meet all of your accessibility requirements and look great on mobile. What did I tell you? It looks really good, right? So even when I'm on the go and traveling, which all of us are doing more so now, I can explore and get value from my data all from my phone. Just think how many new data rock stars there will be. And we won't have to wait long. Data Stories is already available in beta in Tableau Cloud and will be available in Server later this year. And this is only our first step toward a reimagined consumption experience created for business people. This is automated data storytelling, and this is the future. Back to you, Francois.
Amazing job, Katie. What do you guys think? Pretty cool? Yeah. It does feel like a magic trick when you see that story come alive. It is so cool. And it's another great example of how Tableau is making it easier for everyone to just rock with their data. You know, that's what Tableau has always done. For years, we've put a guitar in every data rock star's hands, and we've made it easy for everyone to just play. But you can only do so much with a guitar. If you want to add dimension, if you want to have bigger sound, you need more instruments. You need a bass. You need drums. You need a keyboard and effect pedals and a wall of amplifiers. Now, when you're talking about data, adding more instruments means adding more sophistication. You need to understand concepts around statistics, data science, AI, machine learning. You need to know languages like R and Python. You need to program a lot of stuff. Well, that's not for everyone. It's for the specialists. It's for the few. It's time-consuming and it's complicated. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, it's exactly what Tableau did 18 years ago when we were founded. So what did we do back then? We reimagined the whole analytics experience, Tableau made the complex simple. We brought data to the people, and we made it easy. So that got us thinking, can we do the same thing with advanced analytics? Could we do to data science what Tableau did to BI? Well, so we started talking to customers. We talked to customers that were going through the data science process, and a pattern emerged. We found that the same thing was followed over and over again, the same steps. First, you connect to your data. Then you wrangle your data. You prepare it to make it just ready for analysis. Then you build some models and find the right models for your data. And then you visualize it. And then you refine that cycle over and over again. Well, that's when it hit us. We're actually kind of almost there. With Tableau, today, you can connect to over 100 different data sources right out of the box. We have incredible data prep capabilities with Tableau Prep, so you can wrangle your data together, filter it, pivot it, and get it just right for analysis. And we have the best visual analytics tool in the world, so you can see and understand that data. There's just one missing piece of the puzzle: the ability to build models. Well, that's changing today. We're introducing Model Builder for Tableau. With Model Builder, we're bringing predictive analytics to Tableau. It's native. It's fully integrated. So you can build models as easily as you can build a workbook or a prep flow. And it leverages all of the amazing work you've already built in Tableau. Your data connections, your security, your governance. It's all right there and ready to go. And Model Builder is built on top of Salesforce's Einstein AI platform. Oh yeah. Somebody's excited over there. Einstein today generates more than 152 billion predictions per day. Think about that, 152 billion predictions. And it's part of every Salesforce cloud. So now we're bringing the power of Einstein and we're putting it right into Tableau and right into Model Builder, so you get that power too. And Model Builder is part of our broader portfolio around business science. So along with scenario planning, Einstein discovery, now domain experts can finally apply advanced analysis to even more problems. And more importantly, you can make better decisions faster. Essentially, this is data science for business users. So here, to show how it works, give it up for Bobby Brill.
Thank you, Francois. I'm Bobby, a product manager at Salesforce, focused on bringing Einstein into Tableau. Einstein empowers businesses to make smarter decisions powered by data. We heard from Feeding America about their vision of an America where no one is hungry. That may mean connecting certain folks with services that go beyond just food banks. By looking at the millions of neighbors the Feeding America network has served in the past, machine learning can be used to determine those that are most likely to benefit from a service referral. Well, thanks to Tableau Model Builder, powered by Einstein Discovery, the Feeding America network analysts can solve this machine learning problem using clicks, not code, and without ever leaving Tableau. Predictive models are now native in Tableau. I can create a predictive model just like I can create other assets. Let me show you how this works. I'll start by connecting to a published Tableau data source. Because Tableau Prep is built into the flow, I can further clean and filter my data. Then I'll choose the field I want to predict. I'll choose my goal, and I'll choose my modeling algorithm. Then all I need to do is click Start Training. And just like that, Tableau and Einstein are working together behind the scenes to build my predictive model. And when the model completes, I get guidance on how I should proceed. I can see how well this model can classify data. I can even see how my data is impacting my predictions. I can improve my model performance. I can follow a list of data alerts that guide me and update in my model so I can avoid common machine learning problems like multi-collinearity and data leakage. When I'm done examining my model, I'm ready to publish it. I'll just give it a name, choose this folder, and click Deploy. So now my model is live in Tableau. But the real value of this model is when I connect it to my data so my analysts can consume the predictions and make smarter decisions. Because this is all done in Tableau, it's all native. No other integrations are needed. Let me show you how to add this to a workbook. I'll just choose my workbook, choose the dashboard I want the predictions to show up, choose a worksheet where there's data that power my predictions, map the fields from my predictive model to my worksheet, review some settings, and click Done. So now let's see what that looks like. Here on the right, I have the Einstein Predictions dashboard extension, where I get real-time predictions on the fly. This allows my Feeding America Network analysts to better understand the average likelihood of benefiting from referrals nationwide. And I can further drill into my data. And my predictions update on the fly. But I built this predictive model to make smarter actions. My business wants to prioritize the neighbors with the highest likelihood of benefiting from a service referral. Wouldn't it be awesome if I can connect this with the amazing power of the business automation built on Salesforce? Well, thanks to Tableau Actions and Salesforce Flow, I can do just that. With the click of a button, I can pass data from this viz directly into any Salesforce flow. And this allows my businesses to make smarter decisions. That's how Feeding America goes from insight to action. But I'll be honest with you, not all decisions are as easy as clicking a button. More often than not, decisions have trade-offs. Analysts are spending countless hours in spreadsheets, modeling what-if scenarios, examining expected outcomes, and comparing results. Well, thanks to Tableau Scenario Planner, we're aiming to make this problem a whole lot easier. With Scenario Planner, building scenarios is easy, visual, and interactive. I can create what-if simulations, and I can compare results. Let's see how Feeding America's disaster relief team, who works with member food banks to provide food and emergency assistance to communities in the event of a disaster, could use this tool to simulate some scenarios around the potential impact of a California wildfire. Scenario Planner starts by establishing a baseline. I've already uploaded 2 years of historical data to better understand these key calculated outcomes: daily meals not provided by donations, and the potential people impacted by the disaster. I can connect my data with parameters that let me make quick what-if adjustments on the fly. I can create a new scenario that automatically copies the baseline, and then all I need to do is set my parameter values. And there's bits of Einstein sprinkled in as well. Einstein will help with scenario suggestions. And thanks to explained data, I can better understand the reasons why a scenario deviates from the baseline. Then all I need to do is share this with my team in Slack, and then they can better understand the trade-offs. With products like Scenario Planner and Model Builder, Tableau is empowering the business domain expert to solve more challenging data problems with the help of a little Einstein. Back to you, Francois.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you, Bobby. Amazing job. We've seen a lot today. Model Builder, data stories, new advances for Tableau Cloud. I know we're hitting you with a lot, and I can't wait to see how you're going to take these capabilities and put them to action for your organizations. But we're not done. We've got more for you. Do you guys want more? Not really? Do you want more? Now we're talking. All right. Well, Tableau's in-house band is here. We call them the Devs on Stage. And they have come here to rock. You guys ready to see them? All right, let's get them out here. On the drums, keeping the tempo, keeping the time. She's the backbeat. She's the heartbeat. It's Samantha Kwok. Nice. All right. On bass, holding down the low end. He's in the pocket. He's bringing the rumble. He is John Wong Lam. And finally, shredding on the lead guitar, he's Dev's own Eddie Van Hendricks, the one, the only, Nathan Mannheimer. All right, it's time for Devs on Stage. Nathan, take it away. The pineapple is here.
All right, thank you, Francois, and good morning, everyone. My name's Nathan. I'm a product director here at Tableau. You may recognize me from such features as Devs on Stage last year. Well, this year, I'm back to show you some of the magic that we're building into Tableau's data layer. You can't make bricks without clay, and you can't tell incredible visual analytics stories without a solid data foundation. Let's take a look. So here, I've got a data set of my organization's operations. We have some fact tables that cover our planning and our actual expenditures. And I've broken them down by some dimensions, like date and department. But in today's data model, when I want to actually compare our actual outlays to the budget, I have to choose a single dimension to relate them on. This sort of limits the kinds of questions that I can answer and means that if I wanted to get really deep, I might have to write some complex analytical SQL or even create multiple different data sources to take slices of those questions. Well, with our first feature here today, shared dimensions, that problem is a thing of the past. Shared dimensions is going to allow you to take multiple fact tables and relate them together with multiple shared dimensions. This means that I can explore sophisticated data sources like SAP or even Salesforce, drag and drop easy. I can build a single data model that answers all kinds of questions and share it up, scale it across my entire organization. It means I can go in, take, say, our budget, break it down by a dimension like date and another department, and then take our actual expenditures and compare them just like any other data in Tableau. Sometimes, though, the challenge isn't so much working with a sophisticated data source, it's actually even getting to that data at all. All across the internet, there are APIs and sources that allow us to pull down information that helps us understand the way the world's working, up to the minute. Well, we've had the Web Data Connector in Tableau for a while, but setting one up has meant servers and infrastructure and handing out those URLs to your consumers, and that slows you down. Well, with our next feature today, the Web Data Connector 3.0, adding new connectors to Tableau is as easy as clicking Apply in the Exchange. Connectors show up like any other. I see a Quip Web Data Connector, I have S3 for AWS, and even a Twitter connector. And the best part, connectors now run locally. So, no more URL. I'm ready to go right here. And since we're looking at Twitter, I'm going to see what are people saying at Tableau. I have some tweets here, and I recognize some familiar names from the community. I see Fee Gordon, Ken Flurlage, Cesar Pico, and hey, we really appreciate that you're talking about Tableau and maybe even saying this is the best devs on stage ever. But I'm curious, what are you actually saying? I have the text of these tweets here. But I want to get into it. I want to get a little deeper. I could maybe write some string calcs, see number of tweets per day. I could even bring in a Python or R calc and do some sentiment. But if I want to go deeper, if I want to really restructure the data and answer questions like, what are the topics that are being mentioned? How frequently do they occur? I'd have to step outside Tableau and maybe go into R or Python and really manipulate, reshape the data, and then bring it back in. And that would slow down my flow of analysis. Well, with our last feature here today, one that I have to say is very close to my heart. We're bringing the power of R, Python, and predictive analytics from Einstein Discovery right to the core of Tableau's data model. With table extensions, I can bring out a new object into my model that works just like any other, and I can drag in data to query. So I'm going to take in some of those tweets. Tableau's pulling that data just like it would any other, but I can put a script right into this object, make it bigger or even blow it up full screen, and paste this in. So this is Python code that's going to pull the data that Tableau is querying and allow me to transform it, reshape it, score it with predictions, do anything I want. And the best part is, it's live. So when I hit apply, I get the results right here. They look just like any other Tableau data, but as new data comes in, as I make changes with parameters, as the data source refreshes, it will update in real time. Now I can go in. I'm pretty excited too. I can go in, bring out those words, look at those counts, and see exactly what you're saying. I see online up there, so probably time to keep getting that Tableau Cloud name out, but this is the power of R, Python, APIs, Einstein Discovery, right in Tableau's data model, and it opens up a world of possibility. And we've seen some really cool features here today that are going to turbocharge what you can do with data in Tableau. And honestly, I can't wait to see the kinds of really cool, innovative, exciting things all of you are going to build next. But to take us up to 11, I'm going to hand things over to my good friend and colleague, Samantha Kwok, to show us some of the innovations we're building into data prep and augmented analytics. Take us away, Sam.
Great job. Well, thank you, Nathan. And hello, TC. Woo! Hi, my name is Samantha Kwok. I'm Vice President of Product Development. In my role, I get a ton of data-driven questions from across the company on many different topics. And it can be extremely time-consuming to clean and prep the data even before analysis. So I'm always looking for ways to make that process more efficient and empower people to answer questions themselves without needing to come to me. Let me show you how our team is making that even easier with the latest innovations in Tableau Prep and Ask Data using this data set on electric vehicle sales. Each record is a sales transaction. Now, how often have you wanted to retain the order of the records in your data? Previously, I would need to leave the workflow, add a new column with the row number, then come back to do analysis. Now, I simply insert the row number and create it as a new field in just 3 clicks. Now, the next problem I see in this data are these nulls. When I brought in this data, it didn't have values for each row, and I want to fill in the missing values. Again, in just 3 clicks, I can insert, select fill, create it as a new field, and Tableau Prep has automatically filled in all of the nulls using the previous value. Now, there's just one more thing I need to do to prep this data, and that's to add a moving average calculation on sales. I could create a table calc in Tableau, but they can be challenging to define and may slow down my workbooks. Introducing multi-row calculations directly in Tableau Prep. I simply click on sales, insert a new moving calculation. Now, everything we do in Tableau Prep is visual, direct, and interactive. I can see that moving sum is selected by default, and selecting each value shows me a preview of how it's being calculated. Let's just change this to a moving average grouped by the make of the vehicle. and notice how the preview is dynamically changing. I can increase to use more number of values, and I can also easily toggle between showing null and showing current value when I don't have enough values. As you refine your calculation, we provide you with direct feedback so that you can ensure your calculations are correct. Creating a multi-row calculation has never been easier. Now that I've cleaned and prepped the data, I created a dashboard to answer the most common questions. And I've included an Ask Data zone to enable people to ask additional questions. For example, if I'm interested in exploring electric range, I simply type it in and get a visual answer. It's super easy. But wait, I was actually interested in the average range, and that definitely does not look like an average number. Now, we know not everyone speaks data. Sometimes asking the right data question or even knowing where to begin can be challenging. That is why we're introducing Phrase Builder, which offers a guided workflow with visual prompts and suggested actions. So now when I click on electric range, I am prompted to select the aggregation method, and I want to know the average. Now that's looking a lot more like what I was expecting. Phrase Builder works across the entire experience. It can help you visualize new fields, it can help you add new filters, and we show you all of the fields that you can ask questions about, making it easy for you to explore data, even if you aren't familiar with the data. Let's take a look to see what it looks like if we filter it down to just the new vehicles. And as I'm clicking through, I'm guided along each step of the way. And if I'm interested in seeing this over time, I can of course switch back to typing so that I can seamlessly switch between point and click and natural language. Now, have you noticed these suggestions down here? They've been changing as I'm asking and refining my question. That is because Ask Data is continuously learning and improving, and is now even smarter with phrase recommendations. It provides you with suggestions based on how other people have asked questions on the same data. Let's try one of the suggestions and break this down by make. Cool. It looks like Tesla has consistently been the leader for having the best average range. With the new Ask Data's Phrase Builder and Phrase Recommendation, you have even more options and flexibility to explore data. And the best part, Phrase Builder is already part of the 22.1 release, and Phrase Recommendation will be available later this year. Thank you. With that, I'd love to introduce you to our next dev on stage, John.
Hey everyone, my name is John, and I'm a dev here at Tableau. I don't know about you, but the last couple years, we've been getting a lot of new hires. And in this era of remote work, it's hard to know what team someone is on or where someone is located. So, in typical Tableau fashion, I've made a dashboard of our company's org chart to help solve this. It's all fine and dandy, except the new hires. They keep on asking, how do I use this dashboard? Has anyone ever been asked that question before? Or maybe you're the ones asking it? I've made a wiki, even a how-to video to help explain all this, but they're not able to find it. And the questions just keep on coming. If only there was something at this conference that could help make this better. But wait, what's that sound? Is that a little TC excitement I hear? Woo! Okay, there it is. What if everything a user needed to get familiar with the dashboard was in one place? A place where they could understand the context of a dashboard, or what a field means, or whether the data can be trusted or not. Well, imagine no more. Introducing the data orientation pane. Now, I can easily include helpful information for my users right in the dashboard. I can add a description, links to external resources, like my how-to video, We get a list of data sources and which fields are being used. And we can also see any interesting outlier marks, which is being powered by Tableau's Ask Data. Nice. What else can this feature do? If I select a viz, we get this applied filter section that tells me at a glance how the filters I've selected are affecting the viz that we're seeing. Woo! Guys asked for it. Further down, we have this data summary area that shows me things like how many records there are or how the data is being pre-filtered on the viz. So, no more guessing. We can see which marks are being applied at every level in one place. And, cherry on top, if I select a mark, like Francois, we get all this insight tailored at the mark level too. So, there you have it. That's the power of the data orientation pane. Now, our users have the resources they need right next to the dashboard that they're looking at. Woo! All right. Well, that's a wrap, and we'll see you guys at the next TC. Oh, what's that? You guys want more? Woo! Well, this dashboard is good, but it's missing something. Pictures. I want to see people's faces. Has your work colleague ever used a profile picture that's not of them? Or even worse, the default Slack profile picture? We're in the era of remote work. Text and bar charts only take us so far. But adding images in Tableau is harder than it should be. We've heard from so many of you on the Tableau idea forums, and it's a pain to do this for things like product catalogs or employee listings, using things like custom shapes or action URL hacks to bring your images in one by one. And if you want to keep your images updated, well, good luck, because you got to do that work all over again. But look over here. I have this profile image field that contains links to everyone's lovely mugs. With one click, I can drag this onto my viz, and boom! Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed Tableau's image roll feature! Woo! Give it up for the devs. Now, I can easily include, now you can just bring in your field of image links, and bam, dynamically rendered images in Tableau. It's finally here. There you have it, folks. The data orientation pane and image roles are two new features that Tableau is bringing you to help people better see and understand their data. Thank you very much. And for reals this time, back to you, Francois.
All right, I hope you like that. The keynote, this is it. Now, have an amazing Tableau conference. We have incredible breakout sessions. Go attend training sessions. Go to the Data Village. Check out Hannah Fry's keynote. Join us for Data Night Out tomorrow night. Lace up your shoes. Show up at the crack of dawn tomorrow. I'm actually running, so it's almost the first. And most of all, let's turn data to 11 and let's rock out together. Have a great Tableau conference. Thank you, everybody.